Welcome to Jacksonville Buzz. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me in studio is Carolyne Harris with Cielito Yoga.
Yeah.
Carolyne,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you
Thanks
doing?
for coming in.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Navy veteran,
Yes.
Navy spouse,
Yes.
and a mom,
Mm-hmm.
and soon-to-be business owner.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you do in the Navy.
Well, so I'm from California, SoCal girl, and I joined the Navy after college, a little bit of college, and I was in the Navy. I was a flight engineer on the P-3 Orion.
Yeah.
It's just like anti-submarine warfare, just patrolling submarines.
Yeah.
So I did that. We were in Hawaii, did like a couple deployments, Japan, Italy, and then just transitioned into being an instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, and so started a family,
Yeah.
moved around, kind of migrated throughout Florida.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, so after 10 years I decided to transition to being a stay-at-home
That's
mom.
great. Well, thanks for your service.
Yeah, of course.
And thanks for your support for your husband, who's a naval flight officer
He is,
on
yes.
P-8s, my understanding.
Yes, he is.
And he is now in Japan on deployment.
Sigonella.
Italy. So he's in Italy right now. Yeah. Don't have too much fun. Your wife's working hard.
I've been there too. I know what it's about.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
let's talk about Cielito Yoga.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into it, and what's the future?
Yeah, so balancing personal struggles while you're in the military can be tough. And so to do that, while I was in, I turned to yoga because it was very convenient, but also very challenging.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my space to balance those kind of personal struggles. So I did that as soon as my son was born. I just jumped into yoga and I just love it. I fell in love with it. And then, we came over here, and then I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So from getting out of the service, I wanted to dive back into it more regularly.
Yeah.
But it's a challenge for stay-at-home parents to have a child and then go places, especially when it's not the norm to bring them.
Yeah.
So I wanted to create a space where I could do yoga and bring my child, my son, with me. And then it kind of blossomed into like opening the studio for everyone else, other parents or people who are in the same position.
So with the studio, parents will be able to bring their child in also.
Yes, we have a dedicated children's area space where infants are welcome to play and have a good time while their parent practices yoga.
Yeah, that's a challenge, as you know. I mean, it's funny. I'm glad you're attacking that because a lot of folks, stay-at-home parents, especially after COVID, this ability to, hey, I need to, especially people working remotely or hybrid, I need a place to go do some physical exercise. In this case, not just physical, but also the mental aspect of yoga.
It is, yeah.
And, oh, by the way, I have this little person with me, so where do I go in order to, one, they'll be taken care of and they're, doing their thing while I'm actually, focusing on myself and my fitness. So that's awesome.
A lot of people have a more attached bonding style with their children now, so they're partners, buddies for everything, so we'll just bring them on.
Yeah. So looking at the launch, looking at October still, right?
Yes, yeah.
And what's the location of the studio going to be at?
So we'll be in Mandarin. We'll be off San Jose Boulevard.
Okay.
Just kind of further south from the 295.
So that's a really good location here locally. Especially with the growth of Jacksonville, in that area. So for folks with an active lifestyle, you definitely need to take a look at your company. How do folks find you or find Cielito Yoga?
Yeah, so we have ourselves on every social media platform.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, all of those things like that. So we got that going on, and then we're just promoting the website and then doing brand launches and stuff like that.
Okay, that's great. And so for offering services, are you looking at monthly, yearly memberships, basically?
Yeah, so we'll do monthly class packages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a few where like you can do 5 classes a month, 10 classes, or unlimited amount of classes as well too, and they all include childcare. Well, the dedicated space for your child.
So why should somebody who does yoga come to Cielito Yoga vice your competitors?
Well, because we believe in having more of a family experience. Yeah, so anyone who has children in their lives, if they want to continue to practice yoga, they're welcome to do it at our studio where children are welcomed. So
that's great.
Makes us different.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate your support to our nation with your own service, with your spouse's service, and
Yes.
you're really opening up a business in our part of the state that is needed for a variety of reasons. And the great thing about it is you provide the opportunity for those children to be taken care of in studio, kind of more of a family experience, as you stated,
yes,
rather than an individual experience.
Of course, yeah.
And we all know the price of child care these days is exorbitant.
Yeah.
So
bring them along.
I'm very excited to see where Cielito Yoga goes, and you got a very bright future. And we'll bring you on in a session about 6 months from now. You can tell us how launch went, and then how's that clientele
that'd be great.
Being built up. So thanks again.
Of course.
All right, folks, if you like what you heard, share us. Take a look at Cielito Yoga online. Like them, connect with them, and get more involved. And more importantly, do some yoga, and then get connected with Cielito Yoga. See you at our next session.